Are you an international seafarer who's wondering whether he should migrate to Australia or not? Are you still wondering whether moving to Australia will be a good choice for you and your family? Then this video is for you. In this video, I will tell you all the pros and cons of moving to Australia. So make sure you watch till the end. If you are wondering where I'm standing, well, I'm standing in front of the Australian Maritime College, which comes under University of Tasmania. This is the college where I did my class 2 and soon I'll be doing the class 1 as well. So this is one of the best colleges in the world, especially for seafarers like me. So if you are a seafarer and you are after your chief mates, masters, chief engineers, COC, you should consider this college, especially in Australia. So let's get to the main part of the video. Now let's see what are the advantages of moving to Australia as an international seafarer. So the first advantage I would say is competitive salary and career growth. If you are a junior officer or junior engineer internationally, you can easily earn around 200k annually in Australia. If you are a master or chief engineer internationally, you can earn around 300k annually in Australia. Of course, it depends upon your experience, and it can even be more if you are working in an offshore industry. So it's a big plus if you want to migrate to Australia as a seafarer, because salaries are way more than internationally. The second I will say is better work-life balance. So no more 6 to 9 months long contracts like international shipping. Your swing will be 4 to 6 weeks long. You'll go for 4 weeks, you'll be off for 4 weeks. So you'll get structured rotations. So after you finish your swing, you already know your joining back date, which means more predictable schedules. So you can plan your events, holidays in advance, which means quality time with your family, better work-life balance, happy life. So next is permanent residency benefits. So once you secure your PR, you unlock major benefits like access to healthcare, education, social security, and long-term stability for you and your family, which we tend to miss in our overseas countries nowadays. So this is a big plus. So next I will say is high demand in marine and offshore industry. So Australia has a strong demand in sectors like offshore oil and gas, dredging, tugs, LNG, and coastal shipping. And the best part, these industries are growing, not shrinking. So if you are an experienced seafarer, you can earn a lot of money while you are in Australia. So other advantage is safe and high quality of life. So as you know, Australia offers a clean environment, excellent infrastructure, and a safe lifestyle. Especially important if you are planning to settle with family. So it's a big advantage if you are migrating to Australia with your family. Then is you have opportunity to diversify your career. So you're not restricted to ships. You can move into offshore, ports, mining, energy, or even engineering roles outside marine. So you are not restricted to ships. You can move to another roles if you feel you need more time with your family or you're tired of working as a seafarer. So this is also a good point when you are moving to Australia. So next is family friendly lifestyle. So Australia has good schools, childcare support, and balanced lifestyle that make it one of the best countries to live with your family. So if you are planning to migrate with your kids, it's a big win for you if you are able to secure your permanent residency in Australia. Now let's see some of the disadvantages which some of you might feel while migrating to Australia. So the first one that I would say is high initial pathway cost and effort. Because to work in Australia, you will need your AMSA certificate of competency or certificate of recognition, which I've already told in my previous video. Then you will need to do your STCW courses again because AMSA doesn't recognize the international certificates. So you will pay a high amount of money initially. So if you are migrating as a student, be prepared to pay hefty sum of money when you are arriving in Australia. So next will be slow career progression, because even if you are earning good money, career progression can feel slow, because especially in the cargo vessels, because doesn't matter if you were working as a chief engineer or master internationally, you might have to start from the junior rank again. You will be paid handsomely, but if this is the thing you don't want, then be aware of this stuff. So the third one will be no tax-free salary illusion. Because I'm from India and we usually get tax-free income if you are spending like 6 months in a year on ship. But in Australia this isn't the case, because you will be paying taxes here, but you will actually seeing the benefits also, better roads, healthcare, education and security. So it's a system that works for you. So you'll pay the tax, but you will be looked after in Australia. So the next one would be geographic isolation, because internationally you are used to visit a new port every few days. But while you migrate to Australia, you might be on the vessel that is sailing in Australia only. So you'll be coastal. So no more visiting places in the world. You'll be isolated in Australia. So if you are prepared to be in Australia the whole time, then consider to migrate to Australia. So the last one I would say is high responsibility and safety pressure, because AMSA inspections are strict in Australia. Safety and environmental rules are followed strictly. So you need to be aware while you are working on Australia on Australian flagged ships. You need to follow all the rules strictly. Now, if you believe pros are overpowering the cons, then see my previous video on the process of migrating to Australia. Because overall I will say is migrating to Australia is not just about earning more. It's about building a stable, long-term and high-quality life. So in the upcoming time I'll be making more videos on the topics related to the seafarer. So if you are a seafarer, stay tuned and just subscribe to the channel Taz Mariner and refer to your friends in the marine industry. So till then, bon voyage and goodbye.